And then my brother ends up telling me you go to prison.
Yeah, I did go to prison.
Why? What happened?
I went back with the same people that I used to kick it with. Entonces, de ahí, no sé, nomás thought it was gonna be an easy thing to do besides the other jale, and I don't know, I thought I was gonna make it like that.
What did you do? What do you mean? So you left here because right here you had a job, you were doing good, and then you went back to Calexico, and you kicked it with the same people.
I kicked it with the same people.
And what happened? They told you do this, do that. How did you land in jail?
Well, the same dude that I knew cuando andaba levantando gente, he started telling me about, like, hey, ¿qué onda? Like, ¿no te animarías pa meter jale pa allá adentro? Like, you know? I was like, I don't know, bro, because that shit está muy caliente, güey, para aventarlo así. Te la paso de que la aventaras por arriba, ¿sabes cómo? Pero para cruzarla es un pedote, you know?
So what did he want? In the car?
Dije, fuck it, en el carro, pero...
No. I'm asking you.
He wanted in the car.
He wanted in the car.
In the car, yeah. I thought it was going to be more easier, pero no sé, yo la pensé y yo sabía que no... Yo tenía pensado de que no iba a salir bien, you know? Porque está cabrón, güey, está cabrón para aventártelo así, güey, en un pinche fletazo en el carro, güey, y de que pase, güey. Y luego aparte, güey, estaba bien morro, yo también, you know?
Yeah.
So that was like, no.
What was his sales pitch to you?
What do you mean?
Yeah, how did he sell it to you? ¿Cómo te lo vendió, güey? ¿Qué fue lo que te dijo? ¿Cómo te vendió el carro? ¿Cómo te vendió la idea? ¿Cómo te vendió el plan?
Pues nomás me comentó de esas cosas de que me decía de que, hey, si cruzas jale con el carro, güey, y pegas, es más feria de lo que vas a sacar a lo que estabas levantando. You know, I even set you up with somebody that's good, that's gonna help you set a good, un clavo bueno, para que entres hasta adentro, y así llegas hasta donde vengas y pegas. And anything that you need, then, you know, there's nothing to worry about. If you need somewhere to stay, we can provide that shit for you. You need some money, we can provide that shit for you. You got a car, I can support you with that shit también, te lo podemos dar, you know. Pero el punto es de que para cruzar, güey, ¿sabes cómo? And you're meeting some good people that are actually gonna... Pero yo en mi mente, yo no sabía cómo estaba corriendo con ese pedo, because yo la neta era like, I don't know who the fuck these dudes were, you know?
Except for the guy you knew.
Except for the guy I knew. So he's the only person that I trusted in that moment. Like, fuck, like, is this fool being, like, for reals, or, I don't know, like, this might be a trick. That's what I was thinking, you know?
Yeah.
But still, I was there trying to do it. Like, fuck it. Y hasta también mucha gente que me rechazaba because of my age, bro. I was young, me miraba bien morrido, güey, at that time, bro. Y me decía, no, güey, this kid looks too young. Te la paso de que se la aventaran tapado, güey, pero así en carro, güey, no, güey. Me dijeron, I was like, fuck. And it was a bunch of people, because allá, güey, antes de que, you know, la gente que entrara ahora, güey, well, it was open, you know. Everybody was doing business out there like that. So you could just literally go to anybody. But like I said, bro, it was like my age is what literally like fucked it up.
So how did you go to jail?
Well,
so you did the job? You took the job?
I took the job, yeah. I took the job. I was, ¿cómo te puedo decir?
So the
cruzando, haciéndola como que voy a ir al jale, ¿sabes cómo? Pero en la madrugada, güey.
Okay, so the homie gave you the game plan and you accepted it.
Yeah, he gave me the game plan, I accepted it, I went for it.
And what was it? ¿Vas a cruzar en la madrugada like you're going to work?
You're going to cross the car like if you're going to work, así. You're going to be doing this for at least, I don't know, a couple weeks. Y ya cuando ya reconozcas que estás bien y no estás pasando por secondary, because at that time you no pasaba por secondary, ¿sabes cómo? Like...
Oh, so the plan was they gave you the car. All right, tell me if I'm wrong. They gave you the car and they said every day en la madrugada or a certain time pasas por la línea, so that way they can document you that you go by every day at this time.
Yeah.
So that way they don't think it's just random.
It's random, yeah.
Because for the people that don't know, for the people that are watching, when you cross through Mexico in the car, they write down everything. Like they know how many times you go through there.
Yeah, that shit
The-
comes out right
The
there.
tags,
right there.
they got a scanner on top that shows your car tag. And then so when when you get up to the little box, the migra already has your tag pulled up. And he knows every time that car crossed the border. So by you going every day at a certain time, they look at your tag and like, oh, this guy comes every day at 3 o'clock or at 4 o'clock. Ah, he's just going to work.
Sí.
Pásale. So that was what you were doing?
That's what I was doing.
So the plan was after what? After 2 weeks to...
After 2 weeks, ya que ya, como dijiste, de que everything was good, entonces
Dale.
dale, güey, para que así ahora no haya pedos, o de que te vayan a mandar de secondary o una mamada, ¿sabes cómo?
What did the car have?
Hielo.
Meth?
Sí.
Why? Fool, meth is free.
I know, pero fuck, it's like how I told him. I was like, why not fucking coke? ¿Sabes cómo? Es más feria, güey.
Meth is free.
Yeah,
Go anywhere right now to any drug dealer out here, they'll give it to you for free.
yeah.
Okay, so it was filled with meth. Did you see the product before they put it in the car?
No,
So you didn't know where it was at.
I didn't know where it was at.
So talk to me about how you felt going through the border, standing in line to go next. How
Like
did you
just
feel?
normal, nada, estaba calmado, me fumé mi cigarro, was just right there chilling. I had my girl with me, I was going out
Your
with this
girl?
Jaina. Yeah, I had a Jaina back then. That was from Calexico. So I would just hit her up and tell her what's up, you know what I mean? Everything normal, como si nada. Y pues ya nada más esperar hasta que me hablaran para subir ahí arriba, güey.
So you went like this, they went like this, and you got to the little box.
Yeah.
What happened?
Nada, nomás me dijeron, saqué tenía mi Ready Link card, se lo di, pum pum, y ya que ya se read mi name, todo el pedo, me volteé a ver la Jaina y tras a la verga, me cae el K9 y como 7, 8 más los agents que andan ahí, güey.
Los que andan ahí nomás
Sí,
caminando.
andan ahí caminando. Me cayeron, güey, con las pistolas en el aire, güey, así, güey. Get the fuck out the car.
Before the dog searched, they came
No.
with guns?
When the dog came, llegó el perro andaba allí, güey, yo lo miré, güey, ¿sabes cómo?
Sí, ahí andan entre los
So,
carros.
cuando yo subí, llegué ahí, le di esa madre, la Jaina me miró y en eso, pum, pasa el perro así de enfrente y le dan la vuelta acá alrededor y no sé, de repente nomás, tras, me caen, güey. I was like, what the fuck?
Sounds like somebody ratted on you.
And I went straight in after that. They didn't give me no choice, bro. I went in there handcuffed, caminando, metieron el carro por el pinche...
X-ray.
Sí, güey, no lo pasaron por el X-ray. Le dieron la vuelta, se metieron para adentro, donde está para desarmarlo. And I went straight into the tank, la oficina donde están ahí, güey, you know? And I stood there for a while, bro. I got there like at fucking 1 or 2 in the morning. And I didn't leave there till like 7 in the morning, bro.
Wow.
I was there, they came back and they took a picture and they're like, oh, Mr. Boom, 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 you're under arrested for importation of methamphetamine, la verga. Dije yo, damn. Fuck it, I smiled, I did the Pablo Escobar smile, sí, güey. Yeah, but what's crazy though is that right after that, me cayeron 2 HSI agents. And they say, we're gonna go to the hospital. Dije yo, what the fuck? We're gonna do an x-ray on you. Yo me quedé como que, okay. Pero estos putos me querían revisar a ver si no tenía nada en el cuerpo.
Adentro.
Es lo que no me di cuenta hasta que llegué al county, güey. ¿Sabes cómo?
Yeah.
So I went there. And I stood there también, güey, for a little bit. En lo que me hicieron el x-ray. Ahí tenía esa madre, me tenían esposado. When I was in the car. When I got out of the car. Entonces, me soltaron las esposas, güey. And I even had the chance, bro, to if I wanted to leave, I would have left, bro.
¿Serio?
Yeah, because I went and I was like, hey, I need to go to the restroom. Y
En el centro.
me dejaron solo, sí,
En el
güey.
centro.
Yeah.
Yeah, the central jail, they're very sloppy on the way they do things. They're very sloppy, bro. Like, they don't, like, it seems like they don't take it serious. It's weird the way that jail is compared to, like, LA County or, like, West Valley in Ontario.
Fucking
Yes.
pinche gordo, cabacho, y el otro
Yeah,
era
the
un
white
güey,
fat
un
white cop.
mexicano, algo así, no sé, eran los dos, but I recognize them by their faces, you know, like I still know what they look like.
I'm still stuck on when you were at the crossing the border, how they automatically rushed you like that. The dog, I know the dog goes around the cars. The previous times the dog was ever out
No,
there?
never.
Just
The
that
dog
night?
was never, no, ya, cuando yo llegué ese día, güey, es cuando sí, cayó el perro, dio la vuelta, tras, me caen, güey. And I went straight in there. Me la sacaron del carro. They fucking put on the handcuffs and I went in. We're gonna check your car y la verga, no sé qué, bla, bla, bla. Okay.
You
got nothing to declare? No. Y así me fui.
You do know that sometimes drug dealers, they'll send like a car to get caught, so that way another car with 10 times the material gets through.
Yo no sabía esa madre, güey, hasta cuando yo ya caía dentro de la pinta.
You know why I think you were the fall guy? Because you have meth. Meth is free, like almost free, right? It's cheap, so cheap. So they don't care about losing the meth. I think that if you would have had heroin or something else, it would have been different. Yeah. You would have been able to maybe you had a chance. But I think they gave you the meth. They made the call and said, hey, this car is going to have meth. So that way, right when you got there, the cop lady knew you had it. They attacked you, and the other car got through. You don't think so? You didn't think of this after when you got caught?
It's because I didn't really know the game of that shit like that, bro. I was still fucking... Estaba verde yo pa toda esta madre, güey. My first times doing that shit, I didn't know what was going on. I just know I'm gonna cross the fucking car.
Get money.
Come back, fucking me voy recio.
So how about the girl you were with? She went to jail too?
No.
Why?
Because she was in Calexico. I'm telling you that I was on the phone with her.
Oh, I thought she was with you in the car.
No, she was not with me. I was by myself at that time.
So then
all I had was my phone. Tenía un pinche Galaxy, no me acuerdo, el 5.
Yeah, this had to be like, what was this? Because I know you, after you left where I was at, that's when you went to jail. So it had to be like 2018, 19?
Something like that, yeah. Tenía un telefoncito, güey, chiquito. I had a pack of Marlboro 100, un lighter, y mi charger. That's it. My ID, yeah. That's all I had on me, bro. So and I was in a tank top with shorts and a fucking chanclas, güey.
That's it.
And it was cold, dog. It was cold.
4 in the morning? 3 in the morning?
Yeah, no, 2:30, I think. 2:30 in the morning. Imagínate en el pinche freezer, güey, así en el holding con el friazo a la verga, yo cubriéndome las manos, and I'm like this, dog.
I don't even want to think about jail, bro. I hate to think about county jail. Okay, then, so you're in El Centro, you fight your case. Do you get picked up by feds, or how does it work?
Yeah, I went to the first. When I got into the county, they sent me into the to the tank antes de que te procesen, güey.
Okay.
You know?
The holding tank.
Yeah, the holding tank. Estaba ahí. I stood there for like 3 or 4 days, and then the feds picked me up. They transferred me from there to the camp where están todos los del federal, güey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was there for like 3 or 4 more months.
3 or 4 more months?
Yeah, somewhere around there. No me acuerdo, pero sé que sí estaba ahí for a good minute.
So you fought your case with a lawyer or a public
defender?
You had no money?
Nada.
Your mom wasn't helping you?
Well, when I was in jail, she was sending me money every month.
But what she say when you got caught?
Se agüitó, güey.
How about your dad? No.
My dad wasn't there.
Okay, so then you fought your case, and tell me about the case. What happened? You fought it, and they offered you a deal. They didn't give you a deal.
Well, I mean, yeah, they were trying to scare me at first, bro. Trying to say, no, motherfucker, you're going to get 10 years. Y que no sé qué, y la verga. But we can help you out, you know. And